Alright, what's up guys, Poison here, and I'm back, and we're doing our Payday 2 walkthrough tip/review. So, last time we took a look at Birth of Sky, so today we're going on to the Butcher, because Locke only has 2 contracts, or 2 heists available, so now we're moving on to the Bomb Dockyard. Now, I've never done this mission on very hard, so we're just going to keep it to hard, and we'll load the mission, and I'll see you guys when it loads up, so see you guys in a second. Alright guys, we're back, and we're playing Bomb Dockyard, so let's go into the pre-planning first off. So one thing I always like to do, I always like to bring the manifest, because it makes everything easier. We're going to see, wait, back up. So I'm just thinking about what would be a good thing to have. These all look good, but I don't need them. Don't need hacking, don't need surveillance. Don't need surveillance. Give me 1 second. Alright, sorry, I had to answer that phone call. So we're just going to bring, for additional mission, we brought the manifest, we're going to bring the crowbar. Let's make it easier. And for dead drop, let's just bring a doctor bag. I don't think I'm going to need one. Let's see. Let's bring it to the gate control room. And we still have more room for stuff. So, honestly, from what I'm getting, you could get anything else. Itcha. Let's just bring... No, let's not bring Itcha. So, as for loadout. Let's see. This is where it's be kind of difficult because I rarely do this mission. Honestly, any loadout will work as long as you know you could accurately kill a sniper. So, let's just bring the... What's the name of the gun? I don't remember the name of the gun actually, but the UAR. We'll bring the UAR and the CR805B. One thing, I did name some of my guns after certain characters in anime. Mostly the anime Stella C3. Real quick, let's talk about that real quickly. Stella C3, that's just what we're gonna call it, is an anime about like airsoft, where these girls join an airsoft club at their school. So that's what the show is about. So I named like a few guns after them. Let's see, and now we're gonna light one of the flares. Let's light this one over here. Now you have to look for in this heist you have to look for a computer first off. So we're gonna look for that computer as we wait. Let's see. I assume this is the computer they're going to have us use, so we're just going to wait up here. We have to wait for... Or we're waiting for one of the pilots to drop off C4. Because we have to blow up the... Or I'll show you guys. We have to blow up this like little bridge-like thing. So that way the ship will go outwards and come back in. But we have to blow this up first so it can leave. Unless you go in stealth. Once again, I don't do stealth, guys, so I don't know how to properly do it. But if you do a stealth, you could open it and the ship will leave on its own. But since we go loud, we're going to wait for the helicopter to drop off our explosives. Let me see. Give me 1 second, guys. As this slows down, this is about a job interview I'm doing. Sorry. Yeah, by the time this video comes out, this job interview thing will already be long over. But, it's about an interview about, like, security and stuff. Like, since I'm having a horrible time trying to find, like, a job here, I apply online, I never get calls back. So, unfortunately, it's like, security is the only thing that's going to hire me at the moment, unfortunately. Now, security isn't a bad job to do. It's just, obviously, you're doing security, and sadly, like, the company we're doing is going to be doing the NFL this year. So they're going to be doing, like, football games, like the Raiders. So, unfortunately, I'm going to have to travel down to Oakland and do security during the Raiders. Now, I don't know much about football, but to be honest, like, when Raiders and 49ers play, it always gets bad, and it's kind of like, I really don't want to, but, this is money I need. Now, like I'm saying, by the time this video comes out, the interview thing will be long done. It'll already be over. I won't need to talk about it anymore. But yeah, it's just... Who knows? Right now I was told... Hold on, I'm getting told... Yeah, right now I'm being told that I'm supposed to call this certain person. Now, the reason why I'm trying to join up with the security company is because my cousin works there and my sister works there. And they know the guy who hires, they know him, and they're like, hey, call this guy. But I've been calling him since the past 3 days. So today is Thursday, July 21st. I've been calling him since Tuesday, and he hasn't been answering. And then right now, my sister told me, "Oh, I just talked to people. He's not in the office. He won't be in until tomorrow." So that means tomorrow I have to call him, and I have to try to set up an interview. Only problem is I have to travel down to Santa Clara from Sacramento, which, if I remember correctly, Santa Clara is like in the... Actually, we're going to do something different. Let's just go here. Give us a second, guys. We're going to try to figure this out. So let's go to maps. So it's going to be part of the video. So I live here in North Highlands. So we're going to back out a lot. So I live in Sacramento. I had to travel down here to San Jose. And if I remember correctly, it's going to be like somewhere right here. Let's see. It's going to be like somewhere in this area. So I'm going for like... As a first-time driver, I'm going for a while. Let's see. Over here. Sunnyvale. So I had to travel from here in Sacramento all the way to Sunnyvale. It's about like 2 hours. 2 to 3 hours. And I'm still a fairly new driver. I've had my license since February, but only recently have I gotten my own car, and only recently have I been able to go wherever I want to go. So I'm kind of a little worried about how that trip's going to be. You know, nothing will happen as long as I'm paying attention. You know, just put on some music, put on the GPS, and just go. Nothing will happen, but, you know, it's scary seeing as this is the first time I'm leaving the house on such a far trip. Something's going on my phone. And it's one of those pages. Okay, yeah. Some page followed me on Instagram, and they're like, "Hey, thank you for following us. Now, since the computer was over there, we're going to start this C4, and we're going to run backwards. Because I'm pretty sure that's the computer they're going to want us to use. One thing, make sure your teammates are off of this platform before you plant the C4. Because they will... When the C4 blows up, they will fall into the water, and they'll die. So you're going to want to bring them this way. Let's just have them get off here, because before they have blown up and... Chains, you dumb motherfucker. Chains, chains, chains! Get over here now! Okay, we're gonna get out of here. And now we gotta go find up the computer. Or we have to go find the computer. Blow up the dock gate. Why is it not blowing up? There it is. So, you see, yep, this is the computer over here. So we have to travel this way. But yeah, some page followed me on Instagram this morning, and they just like, they sent me a message, "Hey, thanks for following back. Hello, and thank you for following." I'm not going to open the message right now, because I don't really care. Trying to get this out of the way. Now, one thing about this mission is you're going to want a long-range weapon. I could have brought my M308, but I decided I wanted to bring the UAR, because it's still a fun gun to use. So there we go. And now you have to let this hack finish. Now... They can shut off the power, so just be aware. There's a power unit, like, right here. I think there might be an achievement to make sure that they don't disrupt the power. Not quite sure. But there's 2 power units here. You can just stay right here and aim at both of them. Let's see if we could do this without them turning it off. But I'm pretty sure they could also go into the computer and turn it off manually. So we're just going to run around, actually. But yeah, about the security thing, I'm a little worried, you know, I have to travel quite far for, like, a still relatively new driver. So I'm just, like, stressing out. It's killing me a little on the inside. For those of you who don't know, I am diabetic, so stress is not my best friend at all. Stress is my worst enemy. And I'm stressing out really bad. And this leads into, like, me being me. Like, I overthink stuff and stress myself out. Like... When it comes to the GTX versus the, when it comes to, like, the GTX 1060 versus the RX 480, I overthink it so much, and I'm stressing myself out. Honestly, I want to get the GTX 1060, but the RX 480 will also do, for $100 less. Now, obviously, I'd go for, like, the 200, or the, 8GB model, so, like, $250. It'd be, like, a $50 difference, but just me... I'm overthinking it and stressing myself out for no reason. And that's just me. I overthink stuff and get stressed out. I don't know why. That's just always what I've done. And I'm just overthinking, like, what happens on this trip? What if something were to happen, you know? Even though nothing's going to happen, it's just overthinking it is my worst enemy. It's the worst flaw about me. You know, truth be told, I'm pretty sure everyone would do this. I wouldn't want to work, honestly. I would love to just do YouTube and be able to live off that money. Now, I'm not going to lie, yes, I do make a little bit of money on my YouTube videos. But let me just be 100% honest. Like, I can't reveal my finances because it's against YouTube. It's against, like, the YouTube disclosure agreement or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it's called. But I don't make that much money off my videos, honestly. What I make is just literally change. This isn't, like, money to live off of. I would love to make money like, you know, Markiplier or PewDiePie, people who don't have to work and can do YouTube all day, but unfortunately, I don't make enough money to do that. So it's kind of like, I'm just making change right now. Like, that's the best and only way I could put it. Seriously, I'm pretty sure everyone would love to do YouTube and not have to work. I could guarantee you, all the younger viewers of mine, I could guarantee you that, because I remember when I was, like, 15, I'm like, dude, I want to do YouTube, I want to make money, I don't want to have to work. You know, I make money, but I still have to work. I would love to make a video, get like 1 million views, and then like get fucking so much money off of it. Although I'm not sure how much money I'd get off of it for like 1 million views. But I would love to make a bunch of money off this and not even have to worry about working for my video card. But unfortunately, I have to work so I could get my video card, so whatever, that's just life. But yeah, for this heist, it's the first part of this heist. Well, no, the first part is getting in and blowing up the wall. So I guess the second part of the hack, this is going to be like the most tedious, time-consuming thing because, you know, they could turn off the power and it causes you to have to delay and start it over again. So this heist is not difficult. It's just more time-consuming. Yeah, you just have to run through, you know, stay alive, make sure the hack continues. Let's see, I'm pretty sure someone's going to shut it off. Nope. Yeah, so this part you're just making sure that they don't disrupt the hack. Pretty basic, pretty simple. You know, this is the same stuff we're used to on every other heist. Because honestly, every heist breaks down to the same thing, you know. Keep this hack alive, make sure they don't stop it. Like, either keep the hack alive or keep the drill alive. And this is like a 300-second timer or something like that, so it's not that long, but it's just annoying when you get down to like 5 seconds left and they disrupt it. Which I have had done before in the past. I remember I had like literally 1 second left. No, it was Firestarter. Was it Firestarter? No, not Firestarter. What's the name of the heist? There's a heist I'm gonna do later for the elephant where he had to break into the senator's apartment, and like I had literally 1 second left to complete it, and they just turned off the power, and I ended up dying because where they shut off the power there was a dozer, and the dozer just ended up wrecking me. So, yeah. But this is a fairly straightforward heist. Apparently when the game was updated, now you can cook meth in this heist. I'm not sure where the meth station is. I'm not sure how to cook meth. But I know there's been a daily challenge recently where it's popped up 3 times now for me within the past week, where you have to cook meth, like you have to cook 2 bags of meth in this heist. I don't know where the meth station is. Honestly, I haven't looked around for it. But I'm pretty sure if I looked, I could find it. But yeah, there's a daily challenge to cook meth, and as of now, I've been seeing like the meth supplies pop up. Watch it be like up here or something. No. Yeah, like I'm saying, I don't know where the thing is. It's probably on one of those containers. Now, one thing, there's a reason why I haven't looked at these containers. Oh shit, there's 3 power things. When you buy the manifest as a item, you don't have to open each container. It'll tell you which container it might be. We'll show you that a little bit later on when we get to the ship. Just tase him in the back of the knee and kill him. Now, one thing, as it's loading up, I'm going to go explore a little bit. So we have like maybe a minute left. We have 40 seconds left. Okay. So we're going to look around because there's also loot you could steal in this heist. So let's see. We're looking for specific containers. And yeah, you see there's ingredients to cook meth. Hydrogen chloride. I don't know where the cooking station is, but you can if you find it. So we're looking for these containers to steal like stuff from, you know, such as like gold, coke, money, weapons even, I think. Yeah, just a few more seconds. Let's see. It's not in here. And you can find a crowbar. I just didn't want to look for one, so I decided to buy one. Oh, they turned off the power, of course. And seriously, the UAR is an amazing rifle to play with. And I don't know why I put an ACOF sight on it. I just love the look of it. So let's see. It's like 20 seconds now. And there's a sniper, so be careful. You know, obviously, there's a bunch of enemies who will try to get you. One thing about the manifest, though, you don't always need to buy the manifest. Once in a while, you could find the manifest, actually. I don't know it's guaranteed spawn, so I didn't want to have to buy it and then not... Or I didn't want to have to try to look for it. I'd rather just buy it. You know, I have the money to spend. So now we kill a sniper, we can run around. You can open up these trains. Here we go. This is what we're looking for. We're looking for shipping crates. See, there's gold. I'm just going to bring it this way. Actually, we're going to look around for some more. You can open up these trains. I'll open them up in a second. Let me just bring the stuff this way. And sometimes these are open, so that's why I'm looking around. So let's just bring this as close as possible. There's another crate right there. Probably more crates that way. We're just going to toss it in here. The cops could still get in there, but we're just going to toss it there for right now. And let's see. Crate right here. And these crates aren't like guaranteed spawns, but you know, I'm just going to where I know they might be. So all we have to wait is for the ship to move. So that's why we're spending time. If the cops steal the bags, it's alright. It's nothing major. That's the same container, so we don't have to go through there. See, more meth cooking supplies. And I think that's the last train, yeah. So we're going to go onto this one. Open up this cargo door. Nothing here. Sniper. Alright, so this is a different train now. And there's obviously one right here. Not obviously like it's always going to be here, but I say obviously because I just noticed it as I opened the door. And I'm saying you don't have to bring them into this truck. I'm just bringing them as like a central drop point. Just so it makes it easier. One here. I think there's a total of probably 8 or so chests or crates. As you notice, not all of them have loot in them. So just be aware, you know, just look. It might have something in it. It might not. That one didn't, unfortunately. And as for the computer could be on this side too. So just be aware of that also. The computer is not always at the same location. Now, we're going to come up here because there might be some money up here. There's a key card. We can't use it anymore. Yeah, see, the computer would normally be there, but it's not there this time. This cop wants to steal our bag. Which, once again, let them steal it. They're not going to do anything bad with it. He probably has a cocaine watch. Yep. And we're going to throw it in there real quick because we have one last building to look in. Sometimes I found the, what's it called? I found the little, the tablet. What's it called? I said the name of it earlier. But the tablet that shows you which safe or which container to open, I found it in that room mostly. So if you want to use the tablet or you don't want to buy it, it might be in there, it might not. Huge might not. And here's another one, probably empty as well. Yep. So it looks like there's only 4 things you could grab. After that, you have to get the, well, we'll show you when we get on the ship what we need to get. Is there a bag missing? I could have swore there's a bag missing. Okay. Whatever. We're not here for all these bags anyways. But yeah, now the ship that was over there just basically changed to over here. Now you have to get on it and search the containers, which is why we brought the tablet. As you see, right underneath the gold, the first asset we have is a tablet. It has a specific name of what it is. I just don't recall the name. So once you get on the ship and certain containers pop open, those are the ones you want to look in, because those might have a chance of having what you're looking for. Now you need to find a bomb. We're just going to say right now, you have to look for a bomb if you don't know. So the bomb is going to be in one of those 4 containers. And that's why you buy the tablet, or the tablet asset. It's the name is just escaping me. But if you have the tablet, it'll tell you like which containers will have the bomb, so you don't have to look through all of them. Because normally it would have you look through all these containers till you find the right one. Or if you buy it, you could just be like, oh, that's the one you need. There's also zip lines you could buy, and I'm pretty sure that's for loot. I don't think you could use a zip line yourself. But the little UAR is seriously an amazing rifle. Great fire rate, decent stability, horrible accuracy in my opinion. I need to adjust the accuracy. And all you would do is just put a drill on here, or if you have the chainsaw or the saw, you could just open them up. But once again, seriously, the tablet is a great asset to buy. Definitely worth it. You definitely need it so you don't waste time. Now, as for experience and money, you're not going to get that much, honestly. Like, I wish you would get a little bit more compensation for what you spend, but you don't get that much of anything. Obviously, you get more money with the more loot you collect, but unfortunately, there's like little to no loot this time. There's even a possibility of loot being out here at times, but not today. So we're just going to go open these up. One's already open, so we have to look for a bomb. It's basically a nuke, actually. Nothing in this one. There's ammo in this one, which is good. Nothing. We'll just take some ammo. More ammo on the other one. So, alas, the final one is the one with the bomb. Yep. This is why you want the loot boat. I knew I forgot an asset. I forgot to buy the loot boat. So, if you buy the loot boat, the boat will appear right here, so you don't have to go through and do everything. Now, I knew I forgot an asset. So, the main assets you're going to want to buy is the loot boat. Yep, I had to travel all the way out there to escape. Once again, if you bought the loot boat, there would be a boat that appears right there that would take all the stuff you got, and that's where the escape would be. Unfortunately, I'm an idiot and I forgot to buy it, so now we have to travel all the way back from where we came. So I'm saying it right now, buy the tablet and buy the boat. It's going to make the mission a million times easier. And, you know, just bring an accurate weapon, a good weapon. There oftentimes are dozers, but they're not like super, they're not always a guaranteed spawn. Like, so far I haven't seen a dozer. So, you know, it's up to you. If you want to bring something for a dozer, do it. If not, just don't expect a dozer 100% of the time. But, you know, if you play Payday 2, you should know to bring something for a dozer. Or you should have like a set weapon to bring. Once again, I'm proving that you could beat a mission with any gun you bring. Because I'm not bringing my usual M308. I'm bringing something else. Now, thankfully, this is coke so we could run. Kind of wish you could run with other things, but you can't. So we're just going to run over here. And honestly, all you need to do is get the bomb parts. You don't need to get all this loot. But once again, the more loot you bring, the more money you're going to get. Because you're only bringing a small amount of money. Now, I know I'd get more money the higher difficulty I play on. Honestly, I didn't want to play on a higher difficulty. I've only played this heist on hard. You know, later I'm gonna start playing every heist on like very hard, but just as of the moment of recording, I've only played on hard. And I didn't want to do like a fresh new experience on very hard with this heist. I'd rather just do what I know I could do, get it out of the way, and then, you know, be done. But when I start live streaming, I'm gonna play more heist on higher difficulties. I'm not sure if I've said this before, but if you guys notice in the series, I don't do stealth heists. When I start live streaming, I want to start doing stealth heists. Like I'll attempt all the stealth heists. Plus, I have 2 achievements I want to do live on live stream. One that's super easy, honestly. I've already done it. Well, I almost did it. I decided to quit because I'm like, you know what? This heist is super easy to do for this achievement. When I start live streaming, I'll do it. One heist or one achievement I want to go for on live stream is Tabula Rasa, which if you've heard of that achievement, you would know it's a pretty difficult one. It's essentially to beat a heist only using a certain amount of guns with no like skills. Yeah, no skills, and you have to beat it with like a golden AK and a Chicago typewriter. Pretty difficult to do, but I want to attempt it because I have a feeling I could do it. If not, I want to call upon some viewers to play too, which that'll happen. Well, I'll go more into detail once I start live streaming. Yep. So now we just gotta make it all the way to the escape. Already 2:46, starting to get stressed out with time. I've got 14 minutes before people start coming home. And we're just gonna move stuff closer and closer. Thankfully, not all the bomb parts are heavy. But this is the heist. The whole point of this heist is you're trying to get bomb parts for the butcher. Now, apparently there's an invisible wall there I can't shoot past. So let's just collect some ammo because we're running pretty low. Now, let's see. Tips. Now, like I said, this series is more of a walkthrough. It's not really like tips. But, you know, I still want to give some tips in the gameplay. So, major tip, buy the tablet that gives you all the information. Once again, it has a specific word that starts with an M. So, buy the tablet and buy the boat. Or for escape plan or something, buy the loot boat. Let's see, what else can I give you? You can find a crowbar, but if you could afford it, definitely buy the crowbar. It'll make getting all these other collectibles easier. Let's see, we're gonna start carrying stuff up here. And this will be a million times easier if you have a teammate playing with you. Because, you know, you guys could carry stuff a lot faster. Thankfully, you can run with Coke. Now, we're running a little low on ammo, so we're going to switch out to our CR. Seriously, one of the best secondaries, in my opinion, for SMGs. People are saying that it's essentially the Krinkov. And yeah, it's like the Krinkov, but I like this way more. You know, the Krinkov is a good gun, but I feel this one's easier to control. You know, it has, like, great stability. I get zero recoil. Like, obviously, the faster you shoot, the more recoil you get, but as for, like, a normal gun, it's a good gun. It's a great gun, actually. So, it should be the final thing. Final bomb part. Now we just gotta run it the last 60 meters. See, great accuracy. And, like I said in the weapon review, you don't even need to have a sight on it. You could run this just with the pure iron sights. And it's an amazing gun, but I don't know. I very much love the look of the I love the look of the aim point on it. That's another bomb part. Now, be very careful. I don't know where the escape is going to pop up as soon as you throw in the last bag. So I'm going to save one bomb part for the end. So let's just... Let's see, is this a bomb part? Please be gold. Thank you. Now, you see, the money barely rose to $1 million, so the bomb heists, I don't really like, honestly. I don't like the bomb heists. They're not that good in my opinion. They don't give you, for the amount of time you spend on them, they don't give you a lot of money or XP. Let's see, that's another thing of gold. But yeah, like the money and experience ratio, or the experience / money to time ratio is not worth it. You know, gold is netting me some good money, but seriously, not worth it in my opinion. Bomb part. Coke. And we're just going to run this in. See, Coke nets you a fair amount of money. But yeah, I know definitely you could get gold, Coke, and money. I'm pretty sure you could also get weapon parts in the ship or in these containers, but I can't recall at the moment. Oh, 500,000 for a bomb part. That's not bad then. I never even noticed. But yeah, we're basically done now. We're just got to get this last part in and get to the escape. Now, this is why I said be careful, because we're about to see where the escape is as soon as we put the last bag in. And I tried backing up. Okay, so the escape is right here. So, yeah, I guess you could do whatever. So, we completed a gauge pack. Meh, whatever. So, on with the heist review. I'm not a fan of the bomb, I'm not a fan of the butcher heist. They don't net me that much money. They don't net me that much experience. It's meh. Honestly, they're decent missions. Definitely the higher difficulty you play, the more you're going to get. But on my playstyle right now, they're not really worth the time that I spend on them. You see, I could spend more time doing another mission and make way more. But yeah, if they're a good heist if you play on higher difficulty and you play with teammates. If you're someone who plays by yourself, then don't use it. Don't play them. So, that's pretty much it, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching. Have an awesome day. Bye.